relaxed or ready for this, I don't think. Are you?
Huh? What?
You
Hang on.
comfy?
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Microphone. Hello. So we have tried turning on the autofocusing now, so that well, actually changing the autofocus type so that it doesn't try to zoom in and out on our hands all the time now. So it should track our faces, hopefully, and we will get less LSD effects for everyone.
Yeah.
If you'd like the LSD effects back, we could probably accommodate that in a special LSD special. So welcome to what the hell are we calling this thing? His name's Tom.
His name's Mark.
And we kind of present this, but we don't
kind of are this. I don't know.
Yeah. What do we call it?
I don't
We're calling
know.
it the thing face. There's a lot of thing face going on.
Thingamajoogle.
Did you see the names of the snow machines, by the way?
Oh God, Itsy Bitsy. Oh no, Gritsy Bitsy, Teeny Weeny Yellow Anti-Slip Machinery.
That's the one.
And David Plowie. So that was Doncaster?
I think it was Doncaster. There's
Doncaster.
Freddie Mercury was in there as well.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Yes, okay. Yeah, so they had
a tiny bit inappropriate.
This is what happens if you give the public the ability to name things. See Boaty McBoatface.
Boaty McBoatface!
Which is totally
I like Boaty McBoatface. I actually, I think, I don't know how apocryphal it was, but there was a report from an admiral who apparently responded to the Boaty McBoatface with they would have named it that, but they can't because it's a ship, not a boat.
Yes, that I don't
so
think
it could
that's
be Shippy McShipface.
I think that was actually on Twitter. I think that's not apocryphal. I think someone actually did.
So,
but the
it's nice that the Admiralty joined in with the rest of the British public there. We like our whimsy.
It's a very British thing. I think actually I think one of the lifeboats is called Boaty McBoatface on it.
It is, yes, one of the small boats.
It's known as
Boatface.
It's the Sir David Attenborough. It's the actual name of the ship.
And named as well.
That's a very good name for it.
Aside from the love of whimsy, Sir David Attenborough, well, there we go, one national treasure properly named.
Yeah. Well, hey.
So, question.
Well, it's November. It's halfway through November. It's almost at the end of November. So, should we ban Christmas music in shops? Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
That was very easy. That was far too easy.
People have worked in shops before. Obviously, just say that. Don't you get them? No.
You start singing a lot of certain songs. You start singing along because they're good ones, and then you get that's in September when they put the disc in. They put the disc in September and start Christmas music. You get a week of Halloween in the middle, and that's it.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
I'm having flashbacks. This is, oh dear. All the bloody tinsel. I'm
making cry all the way through. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but
this might get slightly graphic. Yeah, so
Noddy Holden coming in from the side. It's Christmas.
Just right. Okay.
So what's the actual problem with it? The problem with it is that I guess sometimes it's that they don't use the originals. That is almost nail-bendingly excruciating.
Yeah, when it's a bad cover
of a
reasonable song,
or a terrible cover that was properly released, but it was a bad cover of a previous song.
Yeah.
Or even a Muzak version of it. And then possibly the fact that it's sometimes played through really tinny speakers, or it's played too loud, or they just don't have a good enough version, or they haven't paid for enough different varieties. So if you're in the shop for any length of time, it starts to repeat.
You've got one disc. There's 5 songs. Yeah, no. Don't play it. Just if you can get away with it, put the radio on. If you can't, there is free music out there, and you can play that. And there's free Christmas music that's basically just a couple of brass bands just playing Christmas tunes.
And they sort of decide on the shop type as well. Some of them go for very, very classic. Some of them go for choral or organ. And then some of them just go for the whatever cheesy hit works.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of...
Which means you get some really inappropriate Christmas songs playing.
Yeah, in the middle of the day.
Yeah, middle of the day, hallelujah. Yeah, because I want to buy my bread and my eggs and feel depressed. Especially if we're going to do the Leona version of Hallelujah and not the Leonard Cohen version.
Yeah.
So here's Leona singing it. Oh, no, not even Leonard Cohen. There's the Jeff Buckley's version. Fantastic version.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
But no, we get Leona's version of, and it's not that she's a terrible singer. It's just that she doesn't kind of fit that song, in my opinion, or maybe not for me. Okay, so we kind of decided that. Well, Christmas music, I think, only in the final week coming up to Christmas.
Yeah.
Appropriately, gently, so it's less obtrusive.
Or in the 12 days of Christmas. And if you don't know which ones those are, they're not yet, and they won't be for another 30 days. 34 days, it's the 21st today. It's 34 days. 21st is what we're recording this. But 34 days, 30 days from when you see this, I think.
I don't know, I think there's some debate.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they said on QI. QI. QI is a code type.
QI, yeah, wrong thing. Okay. So yeah, we should ban Christmas music in shops.
Well, not all Christmas music. Just we need to be a bit more appropriate. Maybe people need to pay a little more for the Christmas music they're playing.
Yeah,
maybe there should be a Christmas radio channel, an internet radio channel, where they can get all the Christmas songs, in which there must be literally thousands.
I think,
and then play them, and then the chances of you actually getting a repeat.
You know, there is actually. I've come across it. I came across it at Christmas because actually my dad found it.
Back and forth.
Yeah, and it just.
Is it the focus? Is it
yeah, the focus.
Zoom in and out.
It didn't quite.
You don't remember the extreme close up, do you? No, you're too young for that. Okay. Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Oh God.
No, you're too. He does not remember. God, we're so young.
I watched it with you.
No, you didn't. We
was it Wayne's World?
No,
have we not?
Didn't watch, no.
What was it? Oh no, we watched all the Bill and Ted. Yes,
yeah,
it's all right. That's why I'm getting confused.
You a tag, Bill? Okay, so what are we calling this thing then? I don't know. This one's a bit weird.
So
Christmas music.
Yeah, no, I honestly think that
They
need more Christmas music, and it needs to be later on in the year. I mean, the fact that they start putting Christmas stuff out in September is kind of redundant, and just no. Kids have only just gone back to school. They need pens and bags and 15 million boxes.
And cocaine.
Boxes? Cocaine? Well, yeah, that would. that would spice it up a bit.
That is for the teachers. Keep them focused.
Yeah.
Free cocaine for teachers. Only give the kids magic mushrooms. Lessons become a lot more interesting when the teacher's on cocaine and the kids are on LSD.
Yeah.
What did you learn? Who cares? But I told it to them repeatedly.
And they were following the purple elephant. At least one of them thought it was purple.
Because I was amazing. So what's the first question?
Well, we've already had the first question.
And we've decided no.
What?
In some way. And yes. In others. Vagueness.
What? So, Christmas music, no. Reasonably Christmas-y music, maybe. There we go.
The thumb of decision. Not very Roman. Roman Christmas music like that, and then like this, if you believe some people.
Yeah.
Or it could be, one of these fingers.
There's a variety of finger gestures. So, let's go for...
decisions. I'm going to fill this time with more Christmas music for you.
Okay, I'm taking one now. What is the hardest thing you have to give up? Or I'm assuming you have had to give up.
The hardest thing I've had to give up?
Yeah.
Smoking.
I've heard that's been difficult.
Yeah, it is pretty hard. That's the hardest thing I've had to give up. I wanted to say breathing. In a dramatic way.
There's a lot.
Breathing.
There's a lot of people that we wish would give that up.
Some people we want to restrict.
Yeah.
You're only allowed breathing for 10 minutes each hour.
Yeah. Go on, hold your breath.
Smoking was particularly difficult to give up. Not at all fun. And I made my wife give up at the same time. Well, that's the story she makes me tell.
Yeah.
clearly she had no choice in it herself. Clearly it was all my fault. In that one's my fault. That's definitely my fault. That and the children.
Well, yeah, you can try giving up the children, but there's laws against that.
And they don't come in 20 packs.
No, thank fuck.
And they're generally unfiltered as well.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
And they come in a variety of delicious flavours. No, that's going wrong now. That's going really wrong.
We've fallen off again.
yeah.
There we go.
Let's not fall down that hole.
No.
Giving up smoking. The hardest thing I've given up is smoking, I reckon.
That's to be honest, that's one of the big ones for a lot of people to manage. I'm trying to think, and I
was fairly hard giving up eating whatever I wanted without exercising as well.
That's true. Yeah, that's
pretty hard to give
That's
up.
probably my biggest thing that's been hardest to give up is food. As in, like, I've lost weight, but it's been quite a difficult thing for me. I mean, in the time that Mark's gone from 2 to 1, I'm still about 1.5, maybe almost 2 again.
Really?
No, actually, no, I've not actually.
Because you don't look like you have.
It's rearranged and not quite gone. Yeah. I'd like more of it gone, but I like food. Hardest thing for me to give up at the moment is nice food.
Maybe you need to go back on to a program somewhere.
Yeah, probably go out, run more. Run. That would be a good start.
It's kind of interesting talking to people and their different motivations for giving things up. I think actually one of the things is that you've got to have a really good reason.
Yeah.
So giving up anything is always hard. It doesn't matter what it is, really, to be quite honest. It's always going to be extraordinarily hard, whatever you're giving up, because it's something that you like or enjoy or is pleasurable or you gain some sensation for or you're addicted to.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard, whatever you do. So there's going to be some very, very strong motivation and some good reason. And I think the other part of it is that not only must the reason itself be compelling, but you have to believe it.
Yeah, you've got... It's all well and good saying I'm going to give up, but if you don't believe it, you're not going to.
I know these 50 cigarettes and 20 bottles of whiskey are bad for me, but I just can't give them up. Yeah. No, it's not can't, it's will not
don't
and
want
cannot.
to. Yeah. If you don't want to, you're not going to do it.
And if you will not do it, you're never going to either. So you've got to put a huge amount of motivation into your reasons. Yeah. And if you haven't got that motivation, you're probably not going to succeed ever.
No.
And it's really hard for some people find it easier than others. I know some people who've said it was really easy giving up smoking. I personally am not one of those people. I find all of my addictions or things I get passionate about enjoying hard to give up.
Yeah, I mean, then again, it wouldn't be an addiction if
it was easy to give up. It would just be a passing fancy, wouldn't it? I like my cigarettes as a passing fancy.
Yeah.
But I was much of a chimney, and I
really can't.
I think it's about the 7th time I tried to give up as well. But this time there was actually more motivation. What I did, I think, was I compounded the levels of motivation. So I wanted to do the thing. I had good reason to do the thing. It was a life-changing thing anyway. And then I added some other good reasons and benefits that I would gain from it. So for instance, we decided to give up smoking because we wanted to get married and have kids and have more money, and we didn't want our children to be brought up around parents who smoke, because children who are brought around parents who smoke are more likely to take up smoking themselves because they get very used to the environment.
Yeah, and that's definitely...
It's good not to smoke when you're going to have kids, because you're benefiting them. And no matter what you think, if you're responsible for somebody else's upbringing, that's a fairly serious thing. You should take it fairly seriously, and that includes somewhat your passions and addictions.
Yeah, I mean,
not quite as inspiring as people such as Jackie Chan, who gave up drinking and playing around and being
because of how much of a role model he is.
I mean, that's a role model. He gave up a heck of a lot.
He's given up something to be a better person, which is great, but also because of other people seeing him as the way he is. I mean, he is a great role model, even especially for that. He's gone out of his way to be the role model people want him to be, which is immense. I mean,
so I think anybody who does that are doing it. They're giving that extra reason.
If they're giving up something, is important.
So if you are giving up things, maybe what you need to do is actually first of all rationale why you want to give it up, then rationale all the things that are going to benefit you. Sort out all your motivations and what things you're going to benefit from.
Yeah.
And then add and compound that with extra benefits, the side benefits, the other benefits, the good things that are going to come out of it. And I think I did the same really when I with the food as well, because I got to such a big weight, and we were all saying the same things.
Yeah.
That we were all eating too much and not exercising enough. So we all decided to do that.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate in that I got kids. I'm fortunate.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate that I have 3 blood-sucking leeches draining my entire existence away, sucking away all my time, money, energy,
Sanity.
Or
what he had left of it.
No, I'm very fortunate that I've got kids and they had an extra big step of motivation. So I wanted to be healthy to really enjoy their childhood, because they're all very young. And they're just going to get faster, and I'm just going to get lardier and slower.
Yeah. I mean,
because time is against
when
me.
when your 1-year-old is faster than you on all fours, that's a problem.
That is a problem.
I'm
not keeping up with a 5-year-old without losing breath.
Oh God.
Whereas now they all have to keep up with me, and that's kind of a fun thing to do. Come on, boys, let's run!
Oh God.
And that's kind of a good place to be in. It means that I get to enjoy doing things with them, and I'll hopefully keep that for another few years.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, imagine if you get through to their teenage years at least.
Yeah, all of my free time and money, they were hard to give up as well. But they were very easy to give up because I had kids and they took them away from me.
you have kids, you have no free time.
Was it giving up? I tried to hold on to them, but they went away.
Yeah. I mean, I know that there's one guy that I've been following for a while, and he went in the last 8 months. He's gone down. I think it's like 12 stone.
Wow. That's
good. He's currently raising money. Actually, he's trying to raise money to get the final hurdle of getting all the excess skin removed.
Yeah, that bit takes ages to go.
I know. He's actually getting a loan for this. And he's asked for help towards it.
I have some of that. Well, because it's cosmetic, because it will eventually go on its own.
Yeah.
And this is the way that your body works. It will eventually go on its own, but it will be an incredibly long time. And with his being such a huge amount,
it's immense. I mean, I'll drop a. For people that want to help support someone who's honestly done an amazing thing, I will put a link in the description or here, wherever we decide to put it, to his support. I think it's a Support Me campaign or what one of these websites for actually helping him.
Yeah, a couple of pounds.
But when he used to go out, he's saying he used to go out and spend 150 quid on a night out.
Yeah.
And beer and takeaway and everything like that. I used to do that at least very regularly, and now he's completely cut down.
That's good. So motivations, people. So that's like your motivation. Make sure you're doing it for yourself as well. It's all well and good me saying that I want to do these things for my kids, but it's actually for myself. If you're not doing it for yourself, you're also likely to fail. Yeah,
if there's no personal want for it.
Yeah, you've got to have that great strong need.
Wow, that went deep.
That did. It? Yeah.
Jeez. Right. Okay then. What's your favourite four-legged creature and why?
My favourite four-legged creature and why? Okay. Four-legged, not four-limbed. So that's an unfortunate question to anybody who knows a bit of biology, because cats don't have 4 legs.
No.
Neither do elephants. Because they're all.
That's a fair point, actually.
It's just limbs.
Who put that question in there?
Yeah, me, unfortunately. But I stole it from a list of questions. But yeah, most things that are called 4 legs don't actually have 4 legs. They have 2 legs and 2 arms. It's just that the 2 arms are.
Yeah. I mean,
should we go for quadrupedal?
Yes.
Walking on 4 limbs. Quadrupeds. What's your favourite quadruped and why? Now that is hard because. Strangely enough, there's quite a lot.
There's a lot. There are a couple of them.
I mean, okay, so domestic.
Few.
There's lots of domestic animals that I like. They're like that. So, cats, obviously. I was a big fan of cats. Love domestic cats. Love the house cats. Absolutely adore dogs.
I'm not as big a fan of dogs. I've never been. I like dogs now. I've got a lot more used to them, but I've never was never as big a fan. I mean, it might date back to the time when I tried to give one a biscuit and he took my entire hand.
That usually doesn't help.
Yeah, but I was quite young as well.
I had a dog when I was a kid, and I just think kids should have dogs, and so yes, love dogs. And then these rabbits. I had rabbits when I was a kid as
rabbits.
Well.
I've not.
And your wee hamster, Hammy the hamster.
Never had a hamster.
And also, they're all really nice. Mice are nice. Rats are very, very kind and loving.
Rats are a lot more interesting than you'd think.
I mean, very interesting. They're clever.
Yeah, they're clever and a lot cleaner than they're a very clean animal. They do actually keep themselves clean.
And then of course there's all the tasty animals. I mean, I've mentioned quite a few tasty animals there. My cat's fat enough to kebab.
Yeah, your cat's stupid enough to try it.
Wow, my cat. So yeah, this is where all the vegans and the vegetarians leave the room because there's the tasty pig. That's an animal to like, isn't it, for bacon?
Yeah, if we're going for edible, then
edible.
pig is probably fairly high up on the list.
If we're going for edible, I'm strapping legs to a dolphin.
I've never had dolphin. Never had dolphin, actually.
Me neither.
No.
They're too slippery, you can never catch them.
No. But venison.
Venison.
Very. If you're going for food side, venison. Yes. A good venison steak or venison burger.
I'm guessing what we're going for. We're sick. Tasty food.
Tasty quadrupeds.
Would you eat a cat if you had to? Yes. Would you eat? Well, actually, yes. I mean, top of the food chain here, guys. Omnivore. That's the whole point.
Yeah, the whole thing about sharks being higher than us is only because sharks have managed to catch us.
Come the zombie apocalypse, well then people be tasty and the zombies can have the brains. We shouldn't eat those because you can get
zombicide.
You can get zombified. You get terrible genetic problems if you eat the brain or spinal cord. So
really?
That's for the zombies. Yeah, that's what
I didn't know that.
CJD. Pesticides with the brain and spinal cord, so you just don't eat the brain and spinal cord.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. And according to cannibals,
at which point people are apparently a bit like pork.
Yeah.
Everybody's supposed to like chicken, but that's not true. And we're more like bacon.
Bacon.
We're
coming back to pig again.
And meanwhile, on the subject of cannibalism, have you what's your favourite? Komodo dragons are fascinating.
Yeah, actually.
But I've got to say, the duck-billed platypus, simply because it's
bizarre.
It is Bizarrington. It is a complete lunitude. It has a beak. It's a beaver. It's a duck. It has a poison spike. I mean, you start to look into it. You think that's a really weird animal. Then you find out it's also got a poison spike. It's also a bloody Bond villain.
It's a poison spiked mammal that lays eggs.
Yeah, but it's a
and
Bond villain.
secretes milk.
So this is a total badass of a creature.
Yeah, I mean, either one person was really high when they evolved this creature, or what?
I guess you could. It's like the Babel fish. It's proof of God's existence and non-existence all in the same go.
Yeah.
But it's not. I just love the duck-billed platypus because it's just so bizarre. It's so bizarre, the whole sort of shape of it. And I know the Antipodes have pretty much all of the weirder of the mammals, really, to be quite honest. Not the other places. It's just places that are brought up in isolation, so you get these weird sort of, backwater evolutionary tracks where things can actually...
They just go along and then they're a dead end.
I really should read up why exactly the duck-billed platypus needs a poison spike. As I say, it's a Bond villain. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is way back in history, there was an evil animal that needed an army of other animals with poison spikes for taking out beavers that roamed the wild Australian plains.
No, Mr. Bond, I expected to die by platypus!
That would be a great, wouldn't it? Bond line the strap there, there's a platypus slowly, beak snapping, laying eggs as it comes slowly towards him. Paw coming up.
Lubricated by milk.
And it has to do that sort of thing. And
because it's in its wrist, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So but it doesn't eject up.
Something like
Spider-Man. Spider-Puss does whatever a platypus can. Spider-platypus.
Now,
Poisoned Platypus. That could be a band name, the Poisoned Platypus.
That really could be.
That could be a band name, Poisoned Platypus.
Coming soon to a SoundCloud near you.
Yeah. You were saying.
So I think I gotta say my favorite four-legged animal. I have to say, and it's a fairly particular one because of what it is, but it's a chameleon. But it's Pascal.
Oh yeah.
I love that. I love that chameleon. If you've not watched Tangled, go watch it.
Yeah, it's also known as Rapunzel in other countries.
Yes. Oh, did they?
Yeah, Tangled is the sort of US UK name for it.
Right.
So
done that again.
In French, Tangled wouldn't work, so it's called Rapunzel.
Right, which makes sense.
And that's where
Actually,
the story comes from.
it's at least the name. It's at least the name of one of the characters. I mean, unlike, let's see, one of the recent ones that really annoyed me was Zootopia or Zootropolis. I can never remember which one's which.
Zootopia.
Which
is
that
the Disney one, isn't it?
Yes, but it's Zootopia and Zootropolis.
Okay.
Because in the US it's Zootopia, in the UK it's Zootropolis, because supposedly we're stupid. Literally, they changed the name for the UK audience.
Really?
Yeah. I looked this up. It's stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it because we're stupid or because we use a word from Metropolis?
I think that's the reasoning they gave behind it, but Zootopia also makes sense in the UK.
Yeah, I would have thought Zootopia makes most sense.
It's. I think I got it that way right.
Oh well, two countries separated by a common tongue.
Yeah. It's kind of
whose tongue has never been stated. Oscar, who did you mean?
Why did you lick him?
Good film though. I kind of like Zootopolis.
Zootopolis. Yeah. A very, very good movie. Very good movie. I'm actually surprised it's not. Yeah,
Pascal's good.
Pascal.
And chameleons are good. I mean, lizards are kind of interesting to sort of watch anyway. They're fascinating creatures.
Yeah, I mean, just the weird way they've evolved to be, cold-blooded, and the fact that some of them can actually cryogenically freeze, and I think we're getting the LSD effect again.
Possibly. So there must be something in the background that's actually causing it to do that.
It's probably the reflection.
Oh, it could be the reflection.
Yeah, we are in front of a window that at this moment in time is bouncing us, but never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So.
Wow, that was a random ramble.
So, is it chameleons that they can lose a limb and then they regrow the limb like a foot?
I think it might be.
I know some lizards can regrow a tail.
Yeah, I mean.
So they sort of shed their tail in sort of panic. So the creature catches them and then grabs them by the tail. They actually shed the tail because they regrow the tail.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. It may only be certain classes of certain. Wow. There's like 10 different subspecies of chameleon. So wow, this might actually be a case of.
I mean, what goes black, white, black, white, black, white?
Chameleon at high speed.
A chameleon going across a zebra crossing. It's like what goes red, white, red, white, red, white. A chameleon going across a raspberry ripple ice cream.
I was going to say a sunburnt penguin rolling down a hill, but never mind.
That would be red, black, white, red, black, white.
Yeah,
or black, red.
Depends which side got burnt. Yeah.
Which side of your penguin would you like burned? Crispy, toasty penguin. So there's another animal you can eat.
Oh, actually, I don't think the chameleons I don't think chameleons can actually lose their tail because it's prehensile.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
We'll have to read into that.
Can chameleons lose their tail and regrow it?
Yeah. So in the description, can chameleons regrow their tail?
Yeah.
And if so, which ones? There we go. There's a question for you. We might answer this, but I'd have to look it up.
And we haven't got time right now. No. So that's been weird.
Yeah.
What were we calling this again?
Good question.
Oh, we need to never answer this. So don't forget to tell all of your friends that this is bad, mental, and subscribe and click like or dislike or something to do with thumbs. What do you do if you've got no thumbs? That's a bit. It's anti-thumb, really.
Anti-thumb.
Because if you've got no thumbs, then No, I meant on the likes and dislikes.
Oh, the likes and dislikes. That's
quite crap, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
That's just objectifying people who don't have thumbs.
Yeah.
So, yes, use the thumb like or the thumb dislike, use the comments and use the subscribe, and we will see you next time when we're going to be talking about stuff in an unusual way. And look, we've got a P on a...
You can't see it. The printer was stupid and cut off my face.
The printer cut off his face, and now look, we added the P.
Yay!
So, yeah. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.